this is your first reading for the whole YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I finally did it. This is Scorpiomamatarot. I've already have your 6 major spread, okay? So past, present, and future. That's how I read. We all do it differently. I have your 2 oracle decks, your yogic path, and your moonology to kind of add and bring it all together. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I always read in love and light. Let me tell you what I see. All right, so here we have it. Past, present, future. Your future can always be changed because time is fluid, and one thing that you do, you can change everything, right? So I never say that I can read the future, okay? But what we're looking at here is this Queen of Air, right? Air donates that intellect, right? Do not let your intellect alienate you. Be decisive in moving forward. Okay, some of us kind of fell off that path just because there's so much going on in the world that it's kind of hard to move forward, and also to harvest these beautiful seeds and these things that we've planted, right? And to take your abundances and to just really, see what you planted, okay? Because look at this guy, just he's looking at his coconuts, right? And then, again, we're both masculine and feminine energy. Moving forward, we began in this place, especially in this new moon, to have this Queen of Swords energy, right? She is bold, she's independent, she's fierce, she's ready, but she's also so fertile in like what and abundant in the roses that she has around her, okay? And then presently we are working to heal this inner child, to start anew, to be born of that innocence, born back into that innocence, right? Into that place where you're looking at things differently, you're starting new patterns, you're kind of looking at the past and how you were raised, and you're kind of not questioning, but you're deciding to just do it different because now you're here in this adult state, right? So be born back again with that innocence. The village that so burns around you, that is past, right? There was so much changing, ever changing in the world, in what was going on around us. It was hard almost to not feel like everything was on fire and everybody was running around and there was all these things. So that is subsiding. But it can always come back. We can always have those moments of anxiety where we let fear really control us and we feel like everything is just desolate around us, okay? And then also remember with the Hierophant reversed, okay? Don't be self-righteous in this being born anew, because not everybody around us is going to be in that place, right? We're all at different stages in change and our growth and all of that. So don't be self-righteous. You're not better than anybody. Your spiritual path is just a little bit different. So again, remind yourself of that, okay? And then here in the present or in the future, it donates. I love it. It's always talking about this full moon, this other full moon. It's going to be a big one. But just remember to be aligned with self, okay? We're always ever falling out of alignment with ourselves. But it's going to be important to remember to get back in balance. Do what you need to do. Pray, meditate. I always say mental health is a big help. Because you don't want to be this person that is so everly sick. And I say sick because I mean like sick not in like the physical sense, which it can donate that, but I'm saying like sick in your spirit, weakened. You're allowing things, old patterns, old ways that we operated at that wasn't at our greater good. You're letting them come back in. Okay, so really staying aligned with that higher self. And it's so cool because if you look in the card here, you have the candles with the chakras, and then you also have the chakras that are in line. So remembering to stay in line. When you need to take rest, take rest. When you need to stop moving, just stop moving. When you need to ground, okay? Because we want to come in the future with this King of Rod energy. And I'm sorry, this wind, ooh, welcome to the west side winds. It's kicking. This King of Rod energy, he is ready. He is looking forward. He, again, is fruitful, but he is standing in his power, okay? Because we're moving into this this Libra season with such, and I believe the full moon will be on that Libra season. Yep, it will. It'll be in Libra season. We're Virgo, but it will soon be going into this Libra season. I believe on the 21st or the 22nd of September. But in this Libra season, you really want to be able to stand your ground, okay? And continue to move forward. And a king doesn't have to be loud about how he stands, okay? He just needs to stand in his own. And that's what this full moon is really going to be asking us to do. Again, it's a Libra season full moon. That's not the sign that it's in, but it is in Libra season. So it's going to be really good to have that balance, okay? That peace, that calm, so that we aren't overworking ourselves and that we aren't falling so out of balance that we can't do anything for anybody, okay? And I'm going to read the yogic path cards. I'm going to pull from her. It's kind of bring everything together. But yeah, just find alignment with self. It's going to be really, really, really important. Not being self-righteous in your childlike state, right? Don't be that bratty kid at the playground. Don't do it. Don't do it. Nobody wants to play with them. It's a good time to look at the seeds that we planted at the last full moon. Ooh, come through. Okay. So, this is a beautiful full moon card. I love it. It's talking about, ooh, okay. And it's Bahati. Don't make fun of me because I butcher these names. But it's about the intent, so I still go with it. And we will read for you. You have begun walking on a path of devotion, Bahati Yoga. You are devoted to something greater than yourself, your body, your passions, your possessions, or your desires. This dedication is to the divine. Now is the time to ask yourself, what does divinity mean to me? When do I feel close to divine? Paths to Bahati Yoga include Kirtan, okay, which is devotional meditation, meditation and prayer to the gods and goddesses, offering service to those in need and spending time in nature. The selfless path of Bahati Yoga takes you to the greatest ecstasy of all, the bliss of devoting yourself to spirit. Okay, so it is really talking about, again, being reborn as a child, devoting yourself to spirit, standing in your power, and don't be self-righteous about that, okay? And again, the full moon comes in, and it's going to be really important during that time, okay? So choose your words wisely. Choose your words wisely, because sometimes we get on this spiritual path, and in a spiritual path, you don't need to say a lot, you know? You don't need to fight. You don't need to do all this stuff, okay? Put your swords down, okay? Put your self-righteousness down. Take time to rest for yourself, ground, meditate, walk in the woods, just like the card talked about, okay? And then I'll pull one from the Moonology deck, one of my new decks. Let's see what we have. We got another full moon card. Full moon's gonna be lit. Gonna be lit, 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 lit. All right, we got the full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. Self-esteem is very important, but the vanity part of it, you don't need that, okay? It serves no one. Also know that this is going to be a very creative time, okay? Being reborn as a child, moving into this alignment with self is going to be such a beautiful thing. So when we are aligned with self, then we can live our true purpose, and we can create, we can build, and we can just, I don't even know how to say it. You can do some shit, okay? You could do some beautiful stuff. So remember to not let that ego get in the way of this beautiful way of creating, and being so vain and so, do I look okay? No, girl, just paint shit and go out there and experience nature and do what really, last time I said, do what sets your soul on fire, and do it, because this is a great time to be reborn. And I'm not saying that things around us aren't gonna still kind of creep up into existence, but really this is a time to create and to stand in your truth and your power. Yeah, and take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. To fall in alignment, it is not something that is bad, to really take care of your spirit, so that you don't end up being overworked, overtired, over this, over that, And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have this drive and this push, but what I'm saying is that you should take time for when you need rest, when you need to ground, when you need to meditate, when you need to pray, when you need to do some yoga. Like, look, but first yoga. That's my other jam. Okay, I love yoga. So with that is your new moon, your first YouTube video reading. Have so much love and so much light. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Love and light. Bye.